There's an old saying, money loves speed. And today, with the power of AI, you can definitely speed up things when you're creating an information product. Now, understand, I am not talking about having AI write something or some crap and then you creating a PDF and trying to sell it. I'm talking about using a proven strategy, a proven model to take the information that you have researched or that you already know and then creating an info product. Check out this PDF. Monetize your first iPhone app. How I created and sold a simple app in just days. This isn't perfect, but understand that I was able to just add this information into AI and then it gave me this well formatted. I mean, it's a good format. You need to pretty it up a little bit, dress it up. But again, remember, you're just trying to sell the information. And more importantly, you're trying to sell the information based upon the fact that you actually did this. So you're selling your experience. Because remember, when people buy information from you, yes, they want information, but they also want to buy from people that have accomplished what it is they're trying to accomplish. When you're solving their problem, you are giving them a story, the history of, look, here's what I was able to do. Here is what I can teach you because I did it. I can show you the shortcuts. I can show you where you're going to stumble and make sure that you can just work your way around those or get over them or just totally avoid them altogether. So this PDF, Monetize Your First iPhone App, How I Created and Sold a Simple App in Just Days. This is a Google Doc. You simply just create the Google Doc, you go to File, you go to Download, and then you save it as a PDF, and this is the information product that you're going to sell. But how did I get this, or how did I get to this point to create this Google Doc? Of course, I could have just wrote all this up myself, but what I did, or what I'm thinking is, if I wanted to sell a product, an information product like this PDF, for example, over at Warrior Plus, and Warrior Plus has a marketplace for marketing education platforms, different industries, as well as software and services, and other things like websites, creating or flipping domains. All this stuff can be sold on this marketplace. So you can see that what I'm doing is I'm creating a document that not just shows people how I created and sold a simple app or how to create a simple app, but how I created and sold a simple app. So I'm packaging up the information and my experience of creating applications and then selling applications or marketing them or even going to the point of saying, look, here's how you do the techie stuff to create it simply and effectively or outsource it. And then here's how you market the app and sell it and or make money from it. That's sort of the angle here that I'm creating this product from. So you go there and then you create it. You could also sell this on Gumroad. Gumroad is another example. And I want to show you these different marketplaces because money loves speed, and these marketplaces allow you to set up and sell rather quickly. Here you can see, for example, you can go over to the More category, software development, and here are things like app development. So they have a very targeted marketplace here, a category on this marketplace that already has products around app development. So you're able to create this PDF and then sell it. And again, we're just talking about opening up a Google Doc and putting in the information. But where does AI come into play? In AI, what you need to do is, or you need to input your information is what you're doing. You are giving it, feeding it the information, whether you're doing research or whether you're going out and learning it. And that also brings me to a proven model that I have called the LDT model. And I've loaded that PDF up in here. And I said, using the step-by-step LDT model PDF to create a case study, information product to sell, ask me what I learned, what I did, and what I want to teach to build a product I can copy and paste into a Google Doc. After I answer the questions one by one, I want you to format the information for easy consumption, and so the reader can implement and repeat what I share in the case study to get similar or better results. Be sure to create an interactive checklist for implementation as the last section of the information product you create. Take and copy this prompt, this input. Now, the LDT model, if you're wondering where and what that is, there's a link in the description. There's about 23 hours left as of me making this video for you to grab access to that, and you can pick up the LDT model. It's my product. It's my model that I put together. And again, I'm taking that back to ChatGPT, and I'm loading it up, and I'm saying, okay, give me the dialogue or take me through it step by step of how to create the product. I'm going to provide you the information. In this example, I let ChatGPT give me an example to show you so you can see how powerful this is as well. Of course, focused on the power of AI and the fact that AI, again, brings speed to this process so you can learn how to do this. Let's begin the process of building your case study information product by asking a series of key questions. After each answer, I'll help you format and craft the final product for easy implementation. Again, this is the AI starting the conversation and saying, I'm going to ask you questions, you give me the answers, then I'll format the document for you, and then you just copy and paste it over in a Google Doc. So it asked me, what did you learn using the LDT model in your own experience? And I said, okay, let's back up a second here, right? So it's asking me, what did I learn using the LDT model? And the LDT model is to learn something, or if you already know, to learn more about it and think, how can I do this in a way where I'm preparing myself to teach it, or I want to do it, or I want to look at what I did based upon what I know and the additional things that I learned, how I did it, and then let me structure it to teach it. So basically, effectively, taking what I did and then organizing it to teach it or to sell it as an information product. So I went back to ChatGPT and I said, please give me an example of something I might have learned in the how-to education space of using a computer to create an app for an iPhone. So in this case, I'm having ChatGPT give me an example. It's a little meta, but understand that this is the power of AI and how you can focus on letting it give you examples and say, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. And then you can see the PDF and then you can step back and say, well, I know how to do something. I might not know how to create an app for an iPhone. Maybe you want to learn, but you could also look at other experiences that you have and use this LDT model and AI to create this PDF, this information product, and sell it over a place like Warrior Plus if it fits that marketplace, or something like app development. You'd want to go over to Gumroad probably, where they have that category. So back to ChatGPT where it says, sure, here's an example of something you might have learned how to do. It gives you an example of what you learned. I learned how to use Apple's Xcode software to create a simple iPhone app. All right. So then it said, what did you do with that knowledge? Then I just said here to create this example, to give me this example. And again, focused on the fact that money loves speed, to have a real example that I could use in that PDF formatted in that Google Doc before I save it as a PDF. Then I have the finished product. I can say, look, just continue with this example, or continue with this example so I can understand the process of creating my own case study information product about how I learned to use Apple's Xcode software to create a simple iPhone app. And it's going to continue. It's going to go through. It's going to create the entire case study as an example. Case study, creating a simple iPhone app with Xcode. And this is the first title that it came up with. I'll show you here in a minute how I let ChatGPT or AI come up with the title that you saw in the PDF. Again, focused on monetizing your first iPhone app and how I created and sold a simple app in just days. If you're focused on showing people how to make money from your experience rather than just doing your experience, it's just a little different way to modify the premise or modify the angle if you want to sell it, not just selling information about how to create an iPhone app, but how to create an iPhone app and make money from it. That's just a little bit of marketing there, and ChatGPT did that for me. But we go back to this case study example and we say what I learned, right? And then it said what I did. And you can see it's writing out the case study. And as it writes it out, what I'm doing is I'm taking mental notes going, what I need to focus on is the format. So you go through and then it creates the step, what I want to teach. It gives down or it breaks down lessons and it says, look, you need lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, lesson 4, lesson 5. Here's your interactive implementation checklist. And then I come back and I said, okay, great, because it asked me, would you like to proceed by refining this case study or add any additional details? And I just tell it, yes, please give me an example of this. I learned how to use Apple's Xcode software to create a simple iPhone app. So then it said, great. And ChatGPT and the AI at this point is allowing us to focus on learning, because we know that we want to create a product based upon what it is we are going to learn or what we already know, what we are going to do or what we did, and then repackaging that to say, look, I want to teach this so you can either accomplish this task or you can accomplish this task and, like I've done here, say, you can accomplish this task, you can do this thing too, and you can make money from it. So we go back to ChatGPT and it breaks that down. It says what I learned. And again, it goes through and it lists everything you learned. And then I come and I say, okay, after it breaks that down, it says, would you like to continue or add any specific details to this learning example? Yes, please continue. I'm having it continue with the example for my education about how to create an information product based upon the information that I learned, based upon the things that I did, and based upon the angle, the things that I want to teach in my information product. So it went back through, it said step 2, what I did, and it just had this whole conversation. And then it went through the next step and it said, yes, please continue what I want to teach. And at this point, it's breaking down each lesson. And when it gets to what I want to teach, this is really what your information product is what you want to teach. But you needed the LDT model to understand and to have the focus on the fact that you need to learn. Either you already know something and you need to learn more about it so you can do it in a way that then you can teach it, and it breaks it down lesson by lesson, and it gives you this concept or this idea of a key takeaway. And again, this is the AI helping you speed things up by giving you an example to make your own information product. And it gave a key takeaway. Understanding Xcode's interface is essential for smooth app development, and I'll help users become comfortable navigating it quickly. Lesson 2, another key takeaway, and it walked through all that. It gave a summary of the key teaching points, and then it came up with an interactive implementation checklist for them to accomplish the task. Then it asked me another question about, do I want to refine this content or should I move forward? On to finalizing and formatting the full case study, product for easy implementation. And then again, we are following through with this concept, this idea that money loves speed. We're creating an information product to get the information out, to show people exactly how they could do it, and in this case, make money. And then I said to the AI, yes, please move forward and let's finalize and format. It gave me the final case study information product, building your first iPhone app with the Xcode and Swift. At this point, it has the introduction, what I learned, what I did, what I want to teach, interactive implementation checklist, and then how to make money with what you just learned from this case study, and then a step-by-step action plan for monetizing and selling the app, which is the core of our product. And the marketing angle that we will use to sell this product is that you are getting this step-by-step action plan for creating, monetizing, and selling an app. And all of that is at that point, is all you need to do is just hit this little copy button and then go back to the Google Doc and then paste it in. But then let's finalize this and come up with a new headline or a new title for our report. And you go back to ChatGPT and you simply, again, utilize the power of AI to speed things up. And you say, perfect, now give me 5 different titles for the case study that mention making money building, building these apps and how simple it is. Monetize your first iPhone app, how I created and sold an app in just days. And then I go back to Google Doc and I change the title, monetize your first iPhone app, how I created and sold a simple app in just days. Then I come over and I go file, download, save it as a PDF. Then I have the PDF right here. Again, you could pretty this up all you want, you know what I mean? You could make it into chapters. You could add images, of course. You could give screenshots of step-by-step, or you could add videos. But the idea here is that you could just sell this PDF. You go back to the marketplace. For example, this is Warrior Plus. You simply select create a new product. And then here, when you're setting up your product, you'll create your product name. You'll create a little image for it. Then here, right? You want to slow down and you want to understand at this point that the focus now is delivering the product that you created. And again, the fact that money loves speed and we have that PDF, check this out. Product access. To give access to this product to the buyer, you can either upload a file or enter a URL where the product can be accessed. Choose one only. So you can literally just upload the PDF right here, and the buyer will receive this file once they make their purchase. So you'll set it up, this product, you'll set up your product, you'll set this up. So when the buyer purchases it from Warrior Plus, they simply just download your PDF. Money loves speed, just like that, right? You created the PDF using AI based upon the LDT model. You learned something, or you already knew it. You learned more about it. Then you did it, or you used the information that you have from doing it in the past, and then you set up all the information inside the AI, let it format it, and then now you are teaching it, and you're going to sell it as an information product. Gumroad, by the way, has the exact same kind of thing. You click on New Product. Here you go. You select a digital product. Any set of files to download or stream, you simply just upload the PDF right here to Gumroad. When they make their purchase through Warrior Plus or through Gumroad, they'll just download that PDF. Money Love Speed, you were able to take this LDT model. There's a link in the description for that, by the way, as well, to walk you through everything you need to understand about that model. So then you can take that PDF as well after you read the PDF, and you can understand, look, I can just plug this into AI, plug in the information about what it is I learned, what it is I did, or what I'm doing, and then what I want to teach, and then think about using AI or changing or shifting the focus at that point to marketing your product and saying, look, I showed somebody, or I can show somebody how to create an iPhone app, as we did in this example, in this video. I can show them how to create that. But what if I was to show them how to create it, and then I was also going to show them how to make money from it? It creates a completely different dynamic for a completely different type of product that will most definitely sell for more money. And of course, in my opinion, definitely help more people, because then they can create the app, and then they know that they're creating the app for a reason, because they want to make money. And because we know that Money loves speed, we have seen now exactly how to do this with AI, the LDT model, and how we can set it up really quickly on Warrior Plus and or Gumroad and deliver it quickly, so the person that purchased it gets the information as quickly as possible, so they can get up and running and get their problem solved. And you provided that solution. And all in all, Money Loves Speed, link in the description. Check out the LDT model. Of course, if you have any questions, ask them in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.